The journey to Copenhagen starts early, leaving Stockholm behind and heading south towards Malmö. Train travel in Scandinavia is an experience on its own. Comfortable, smooth, and surprisingly fast. This route is part of one of Scandinavia's most impressive rail connections. At certain points, the train reaches speeds to 200 kilometers per hour, crossing landscapes that feel constantly in motion. My first stop in Copenhagen was Amalienborg Palace, home to the Danish royal family. The guards here still wear uniforms inspired by designs from the 1800s, and the ceremony takes place daily, rain or shine. The changing of the royal guard is a daily tradition that dates back hundreds of years. If the queen is in residence, the ceremony becomes even more elaborate, but I didn't get to see it this time. From royal courtyards to one of the most recognizable places in Denmark. Nyhavn is my favorite place in Copenhagen. These colorful buildings date back to the 1600s, and this canal was once a busy commercial harbour filled with the sailors and ships from around the world. Today, many of the boats are historic wooden ships, some over 100 years old. Even Hans Christian Andersen lived here. He wrote several of his fairy tales in buildings along this canal. This is Christiansborg Tower, part of the Danish Parliament complex. It's the tallest tower in Copenhagen, and access to the top is completely free. From here, you can see how compact the city really is. Canals, copper roofs, and spires all packed into a surprisingly small space. Frederiksberg Gardens feel very different from the rest of the city. They were designed in the Baroque style, inspired by royal gardens across Europe. The palace itself sits on higher ground, which is rare in Copenhagen, and the gardens are shared by everyone. Locals come here for walks, picnics, and everyday life. Rosenborg Castle was built in the early 1600s as a royal residence. Today, it houses the Danish crown jewels, still used by the monarchy on special occasions. The contrast between the historic interiors and the weather outside makes this place feel even more dramatic. Walking through Copenhagen's old town on a rainy day shows a different side of the city. Textured streets, reflections, and buildings that have stood here for centuries. Frederik's Church, also known as the Marble Church, has one of the largest domes in Northern Europe, inspired by St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. It took over 140 years to complete, and stepping inside, you really feel the scale and ambition behind it. Copenhagen feels layered, with history, everyday life, and stories woven into every corner. This was my time here.